Hey guys, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Well, a little update. Sadly, the powdery mildew is setting in horribly because we had a bit of rainy period. But the plants here are taken happily to their new supports. I think they look good, and I think they're going to grow nicely. These are bushing out. The rain has helped. That we had the other day, the rain helped nicely. Look at that, that's pushing out. I don't know what kind of watermelon it is because that's a tiny plant, but that's doing all right. And I don't think there's a lot of chance left for these, but they're recovering. There's life in the tomatoes, and they are. Well, we'll see what happens. There's flowers here. I don't know, but there's not enough green on them. I just don't think they can do it. But the watermelon's happy in here, real happy. Look at all the tomatoes coming in and flowers up here. And we're starting to reach up to the sky. Hey, this is all climbing. So I think they'll be all right. There's a big fat tomato in there. I can't tell if you can see it or not. Oh, there it is. And there's a bunch growing up in here. Now, I don't know if our corn is going to make it, but if I get the greenhouse covered, it should be okay. Now, the powdery mildew is taking over bad all of a sudden because of the rain we had. Really bad. But look at the cucumbers is way up higher than I had it. They're growing. And this is the second day since I did this. And I'm pulling this out each time so it stays on the inside of the greenhouse fence so that they don't get frozen when the weather turns. And I'm expecting the weather's going to turn here again pretty soon. So just make sure they're growing on the right side of the fence and let that climb right up over my head. It's pretty good. It's looking good. I harvested the peppers. I got 4 nice peppers the other day, and I got a nice fat squash. I think that was yesterday. And this is some Asian thing I mentioned. And it's starting to grow. There's another, I don't know if that's a zucchini or summer squash, but it's doing something. Oh, it wasn't even latched. So out in the old chicken coop, I'm going to scoop out some poop materials here. Don't have to go very far because it's everywhere. It's all fertile stuff. You know, I don't need a lot. This is aged. We haven't had our chickens in a half a year. Or no, a few months, sorry. I don't know, it feels like a half a year to me. We haven't had the chickens in a while. Anyway. And I gotta clean this out so it doesn't rot the building out. I haven't been out here in a while. Had no need to come out here really, you know, because we didn't have the birds, but I just want to clean this up a bit and make sure that nothing rots away on us. We probably will have chickens again one day, but right now it's not in the plans at this time, not this year. So the idea, see, that's all fertile junk right there. That's on wood. The idea is to split this up and put it around some of our plants as fertilizer for to help them out. See, most of what's out here is just from our shoes and birds trying to escape and whatever else, you know. But all has to get cleaned up. The chicken coop will remain a source of fertilizer for, you know, for a long time to come. Just want to make sure that doesn't rot the foundation is all. That's enough. That's all I need. See, there's shavings and pine shavings in here. I don't know if I got it. Yeah. And there's chicken poop, and there's food spilled out from our feet, from all the walking in and out. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see the camera. That's all spillage, spill out from us going in and out. It's all fertile. That'll reduce rot there too. I don't want anything rotting on us. Alright. Now, take that and pine shavings that was in there. Then we'll go on out to the plants and we'll start spreading some of this. And make sure they make it through the summer good and grow. So, we've got a blueberry here. We're going to put some of this around it. A little bit of fertilizer and mulch around it. Help retain moisture and provide some nutrients for the plant. Now this is a mix, so it's not really hot. It's not all that bad. Every year I keep adding to it and we should be good to go. Have a good healthy plants here. Keep it off the main stem so it doesn't rot. With years' time, that's going to build up to nice, thick, fertile layer. There's another blueberry, and here's a grape that is trying to come out and survive. I'm going to have to spray it again. Some bugs are after it. Poor little thing. I'm going to have to heavily mulch it and then spray it. Boy, plants have a hard time out here. I'm not worried about the grass and the growth right now so much, because if I remove it, I'm actually taking some of the shading and protection away from the plant, which we definitely can't afford right now. That's a dead piece of plow, and it killed that piece off on me. Fertilizer around that poor grape. Hopefully I'll give it a chance. And then there's 2 more blueberries. Might want to go and get another load, I don't know. Yeah, I might need more. I think I put it too heavy on her on the grape. Got 2 more plants I want to protect or cover. There's another blueberry. I put too much around the grape. And then there's a nut that's trying to survive. That's doing a good job of trying to come back. That little nut tree. It's a hazelnut. It's trying to come back. And then I'll distribute the mulch around them all. I got another bag, I think, if I need it. I think I have another. I hope these little guys have a chance here. The sun is so intense at our land in the day, it bakes the moisture out of the ground. And after it rains, you can dig down a foot deep after it rains and it'll be dust. So, I'm going to get all the rest of these done up. So going down the line here, the cornfield I mowed, that guy took out the original old markers. I noticed that, which, well, I don't know about that, but they're gone. So there's the cornfield. Here's what's left of the living hedgerow. Here's 3 berries that I planted that are still growing, but they're not producing fruit. So if next year, if I find something better, they're going to be replaced. No point in having something that doesn't do anything. All the grapes and berries died. It was a brutal winter. There's nothing left. The blueberries that I put in last year are bearing some fruit, but not as good as they were last year. Surprising they did live though. They lived. This one got hit by the snowplow this far into the yard, but broke off the majority of the plant, so there's no berries there this year. My little grape, which I'm about to spray and protect it, give it a chance. Now it's got some fertilizer and some mulch. It doesn't have much leaf matter left. It's those beetles, but I'll get back out here and spray it and hope it has a chance now. Another blueberry with just a couple berries on it. Another blueberry, a few more berries on it. And then there's a hazelnut tree. The whole tree died off. Most of my trees around the whole property died off. But he's trying to come up. He's sending up some branches from below. Again, same insect problem, so I'll spray these too when I get done talking. We'll protect them. But now the hazelnuts will set out runners all over the place. But hazelnuts won't bear fruit unless there's another hazelnut. There's male and female hazelnuts, I guess, if I remember right. I know you have to have a bunch. And that was a hazelnut that didn't make it. And then I had enough to put around one of Melanie's pretty little flowers. And another one of the same. Now I know our garden in our yard isn't so pretty this year, but we're working 45 minutes from home in one direction. And we're trying. You know, if we can eke out an existence this year, next year it'll probably be settled down a bit and we'll get to a more normal homestead life. But, you know, this here, trying to get out here and get this done is a big deal for me. I parked the car, came out in my work clothes from the store, my good clothes, and started working because I got to get it done. They need it. Well, they didn't have the brand that I liked from last year, but this is a safer brand. And the active ingredient is a pyrethrin, which is a exactly, I think, the same thing. It's from a flower. So usually it's a synthetic version of the flower extract. And I'm going to just give them a spray, and that'll kill the insects that's been attacking them. And give it a chance. If I hadn't done it earlier, I already had this before, when the Japanese beetles were in full swing, I'd have lost it. So right now there's just a few left. I was busy through the Japanese beetle peak, so I wasn't around to tell you about it, but I did spray to try to protect my plants at least. I've had this on the property, but anyway, it seems to be doing a job. We didn't lose our plants this year. Out here in the little greenhouse, I've been watering this regularly and maintaining it, trying to bring some life back into the poor little plants. But also, you'll see here some pellets on the ground. I spread out, especially on the grapes, as much as I could. There's one on the leaf. I spread out the last of my organic fertilizer pellets in hopes of bringing these poor little guys through their life. Again, it was a brutal winter on everything. There's another little grape. Now they should be doing a lot better than that by this time of year. But again, we had a really harsh, long start, late start to the season. So I spread it out among all the plants that are alive, the last of my organic fertilizer, and try to help them along. And over here's another little grape. So we have three grapes in here that are trying to survive, and we're going to try to help them along. Alright guys, well that's it for today. It was all about the gardening and greenhouse. We don't have much time left on a homestead each day, but what we have, we try to make the most of it with the time we've got. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project, striving to become self-sufficient and fully off the grid on a budget. And this little herb garden is really helping because it saves us from buying herbs, potatoes, and other things. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Follow our daily videos. And hit that bell icon and get notifications when we upload new videos. Good night.